I wanted to give you a little bit of a history of why we're building these units and what purpose before we get into them. And basically it started 10 years ago, 20 years ago we built a strip till unit, and then we quit. And about 10 years ago I was traveling and we saw where we were trying to capture water. And so basically with that, I looked into a little bit more. You go from Texas with dammer dikers to other places trying to capture water, not let it move, get it to infiltrate quickly, etc. So what we did is we started building different units, and we settled into the reservoir tillage unit, basically, which is made up of long teeth. And so basically from there we went into the resurgence of strip till units, and so we came up with this would be the more tillage one, and then we will talk about the strip till finisher freshener that goes less depth and less tillage, but yet keeps some of the same functionality of the two. But that's why we have two units, and basically we want to basically go through those with you today. So this morning we're going to start with the ST strip till reservoir tillage 850. It was our first into reservoir tillage, which what we're trying to do there is capture water in the summertime, higher rainfall events. We want to keep the water from moving in the field and get it to infiltrate. So the workings of this unit here primarily is we start out with a 7x7 bar, basically, and that's what we fasten to. We use a torsion type suspension with 4 rubber rods in here, basically that mounted to the unit. And then this right here is a stop that we preloaded this here so that when we pick up the unit, it doesn't drag on the ground. So this here, this warning sticker here, you want to be careful if you ever do take this off. This is under pressure right at this point. So from there we built the whole unit out of 3/8 inch steel. And actually you'll see there's a lot of different holes punched in that aren't necessarily for anything we have today, but we wanted to be able to address certain adaptations of this unit later, or if the farmer has it and he wants to do something different with it, he's got a frame to fasten something to. So this one here is set up with a chopper in front. Basically there, the idea, what we're doing is chopping cotton stalks after harvest, or if you're running down the road of corn after combining in the chopper head, you want to just till that strip. And the blades are replaceable. Everything on here has got pillow block bearings. So there's 2, 4, 6, on this particular one, about 8 to 10 pillow block bearings, greasable bearings. The center part of it is a drum, 14 inches in diameter, and we fasten 10 of these teeth that weigh about 8 to 10 pounds. They're 10 inches long, and basically they've got a approximately a 15-degree twist in it. So when you're traveling forward, basically it's meant to go in the ground at high speed again there too, and fracture the ground and creates an upside down cone that captures rainfall when it comes and then infiltrates into the ground. The drum, basically where we have an 1.5 inch diameter pillow block or a shaft going through, holds these teeth and becomes the depth wheel basically for it to run. So you want to, all the way to the bar, put right down on these bands here, which become your depth wheels and carrying for the whole implement. And also the force that pushes or drives the teeth into the ground. So we wanted low horsepower. So if you look at some other aerator type machines, the tooth will come right off the hub, the shaft where it's fastened to. We are out at 14-inch diameter, and so this fastens to the drum, and then so when it comes around going forward, you're stabbing into it and then pulling out as you go forward. So basically it's horsepower requirement is similar to what a Coulter strip till machine would be, because you're not trying to force the tooth in, you're just stabbing the ground and then dragging it and pulling it out. So I'm going to try to go through all the attachments that go on either one of the row units in the next couple, 3 minutes. But this here would be the first unit, where it's the Reservoir tillage unit, mostly on strip till. The heavier unit basically weighs about 900 pounds per unit. It can be set up with chopper, row cleaner, gathering arms, here, 10-inch teeth, and crumbler, berming disc, hipping disc in the back. And basically there's springs for down pressure there. As we go across, when I talk about a gathering arm, it's in front of either unit basically to gather stubble, like cotton stalks after harvest that we're trying to chop, instead of using a mower, which is very slow and a lot of maintenance and such. On the back here we have a row cleaner here that will go on to the Reservoir tillage, or we have a row cleaner that goes on the finisher freshener. The berming discs basically here, or hipper discs, will fit on either unit, from side to side to either berm or hip, and basically there's increments where you can tilt them 5-degree increments. Then we go over to the finisher freshener, basically a little bit lighter weight, 700 pounds. It can be set up with all the different attachments. You can have crumbler, chopper, bermer, hipper in the back, in the middle, or basically in front. And then row cleaner, or basically the chopper, or not chopper, but row cleaner or gathering arms for the front. So basically, what's nice about this unit is it's lighter weight. We're using the torsion suspension. Basically, you can adjust the torsion here to get more down pressure in front, like this here, for if you don't want to till very deep. This one here will go approximately 4 inches deep. Basically, the Reservoir tillage will go up to 10 inches deep with the replaceable teeth. But the simplest part about this is we wanted a device, a couple of units that could strip till in the fall, or strip till in the spring, freshen in the spring, basically cultivate in the summer by moving it over in between the rows, and have 2 units that would cover all facets of strip till, cultivation, etc. With very low maintenance, basically not using hydraulic or air compressors, and we just use the torsion suspension. On this unit, the bars will come with gauge wheels, so if you want to have more down pressure in the fall, you raise them up, but if you're just going to freshen in the spring, you'll carry the bar and weight and let the unit just float along the top of the ground just to freshen, whatever you want. But I guess to sum it up, basically we've got crumblers for the back, we've got bermers, hippers, choppers in front, so it's a very versatile tool that basically runs at high speed, 10 mile an hour, low horsepower requirements similar to a Coulter type strip till unit, and basically all made up parts off the shelf. Pull block bearings for the shafts and stuff, replaceable teeth for the drum, and basically replaceable blades for the chopper. So the second item on the strip till that we added was the ST strip till finisher, or freshener finisher 800. And what it is a little bit more light duty. The first unit we talked about weighs about 900 pounds. This one here is around that 700 mark. So it's more, the request came, they wanted a lighter weight implement that could still do strip till, but do more freshening and such in the spring and summer. So we got the same thing, same torsion suspension here, but we go into an arm, basically that we can, with another torsion suspension here, basically put more pressure on the front or the back on the implement. Okay, so if you're in the fall wanting to chop stalks like cotton stalks and such, you put more down pressure on the front, and basically here we have set up with 3 choppers. The first one is a solid drum, and then basically open center, open center. And the idea would be to, here again, run up and down the row, corn, cotton, etc., to till and mix and blend. And the same thing, we'll have attachments for dry fertilizer, liquid fertilizer, etc. But with all the different suspensions, we have basically motion here. So we're not using air or hydraulics. We're using a torsion suspension that's proven on trailers and such to last a long, long time. On this particular one, we have a row cleaner, just like on your typical planters, just mechanical up and down that will follow the terrain with the unit itself.